services anymore.
Okay.
Personally, I was called up guard, and it's kind of highly unprofessional. You don't cancel talent 2 weeks out to put other talent on.
Right.
If they wanted to go a different direction, or they didn't want to deal with me, the professional thing to do would have been to finish our, whatever we had in the books, finish up our dates. Because basically all I had left was the June 27th. We didn't move into other. I don't have any other dates with him past that. So the professional thing would have done was to honor the date for June 27th, and then if you wanted to part ways after that.
Right.
That would have been the professional thing to do. Because not only are you hurting me, but you're hurting three talents that were looking, that didn't take bookings for any other promoter, and then that I had it reserved for him because it was brokered through me. So not only are you taking food out of their mouths, you're taking food out of my mouth, but worse now, you're taking food out of my baby's mouth. I have a little child, so you're taking food out of that.
Right.
It's just a really unprofessional, but I'm keeping it as professional, as clean as I can be, because I'm extremely bitter about how this all transpired. Then they put a little something up, so I do a cutesy response, and then they trashed me. Ron went out and trashed me on one of his posts, which eventually was taken down. But what my response to one of their things didn't want what he put up there, because he went for the junk goods. I was just doing a cutesy thing, and because I was a little upset, but it was a little unprofessional of me to do that also. So I'll take a little bit of the blame for that. I shouldn't have done that, even though it was probably warranted. But whatever. His reaction to my action was worse than my action to the original post. So So then when I had enough, and I said I was going to expose a bad promoter. Then he reached out to me saying truce. So he's trying to he wants me to be silent, and trying to make this go away. And it's not gonna go away. I mean, it's just not gonna go away. What happened was really bad and really unprofessional, and he needs to make it right by me. I mean, it was just completely wrong, and it just needs to be made right by me.
You already paid for flights of some of these guys too.
No, everybody's local, so there's no flights involved with anybody. So all I'm in for is a hotel room for Snitsky because I was doing multiple bookings. I had multiple bookings for him.
Right.
So all I'm in for is a hotel. Now, with that being said, with the vast resources that I have and the big network that I have, and not to be unprofessional and cancel on the talent because these guys are depending on bookings and they got to feed their families too.
Right.
So so I reached out to some of my sponsors and we made I saved the weekend for everybody So on June 27th, Nikolai Volkov and Snitsky will be doing an appearance at the TGI Fridays in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. That's let's see, just 379 Route 17 South. That's in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. We'll be there from 12 to 2. Then I'm gonna run over to Staten Island to Euro's Pizza. I just don't know where. I don't have the exact address to that, but it's Euro's Pizza on the south end of Staten Island, and I'll have Snitsky and Sandman. Snitsky is gonna steering for RDP Promotions. My buddy Richie DeGreg is doing the appearance with Snitsky, and I'm gonna bring in Sandman to honor my booking, so he doesn't lose out on a booking on June 27th. and do a signing there, and that'll be happening from 3 to 5 p.m. So all my guys are covered. For June 27th, so they don't miss a booking. And then there's a special bonus. I'm going to bring Snitsky to the FSW. That's the Fighting Spirit Wrestling show in Brooklyn, New York, run by the Maximo Brothers. So we'll be there for a pre-show meet and greet. They're doing the Randy Savage Memorial Show over there. So please come out and support my guys at these locations. Now, with that being said, Superstars of Wrestling is moving forward. They decided to put Just Incredible and Tony Atlas in place of the 3 talents that I had.
Right.
Yeah. So, which is good luck. I wish them good luck, and I hope they're successful on that day.
Now, do you know who's bringing them in?
I have spoken to both talents, and they just said they have the date. They didn't really say who was brokering it or whatever, but they just say that they're doing the date. I wish both of them luck.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the high road. Okay, I'm not slinging mud. I'm not saying what I really want to say because I'm a professional, and I was asked not only by Superstars of Wrestling Federation to take the high road, but other people that are sort of in my inner circle said it's best to take the high road on this. Right. So I put the facts out there, and I came up with my own solution to save the date for my guys, which I'm doing. And whatever Superstars of Wrestling wants to do, good luck to them.
Okay.
And that's about as fair as I can be about it.
I'm sure as soon as the banner went up that you were coming on the show, your phone started ringing, and people were probably trying to make sure that little damage control.
Well, yes, yeah.
Apparently, I'm a troublemaker.
Yeah. Well, again, listen. They did wrong by me. They did bad by me. But now, since they did bad by me, they don't want me doing no tit for tat. They don't want me doing bad by them.
Right.
So which they deserve. But everybody's asking me to be professional and not be vindictive and whatever. So again, I have to take, because I'm a professional, and the bigger picture is with 2 weeks notice, finding replacements, finding work for my guys, which is very hard because the few wrestling shows that are running have they're booked. Everybody's set. Nobody wants to spend the extra money on the guys or whatever to enhance their show because their budgets are set. I understand. I mean, it's a business. You have to run. To run a business like a business. And when you don't run a business like a business, then you have problems like what I just talked about.
Right. Well, to be honest with you, whatever way it was handled wasn't handled correctly. I mean, nobody should. This is not a job where you walked into your boss's office and said, "I'll give him my 2 weeks."
You're a smart guy. Okay, you're a pretty intelligent guy. Okay, you are a wrestling book. You are a wrestling agent. I am a wrestling promoter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I broker through you for talent for a wrestling show. Okay, you come through, you deliver on the talent. Now, 2 weeks before a show, I call you and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, can't use your guys. I'm going in a different direction." Sorry.
No, I would be infuriated.
How do you feel? And how do you deal with it?
You know what? I'd be infuriated, and I'd probably would seek a lawyer and try to get some kind of financial compensation back for that bullcrap.
Okay, that's one way. That's one way to look at it. You know, the problem is, and again, I'm trying to be very, very professional here. I don't want to throw mud at anything, but they think there's no ramifications for their actions.
There is, because word of mouth is a very, very dangerous weapon, and when you do wrong by somebody and word gets around, nobody's going to want to do business with you.
So now, first of all, after it was done, somehow I was blocked from with the website. Okay? The Facebook site. Okay. Then all of a sudden, I'm getting phone calls because I'm getting trashed on the internet. For the used car sales, a snake, used car salesman, I overcharge, and this and that. You gotta understand, I run a business. Okay? I'm a legit entity in the state of New Jersey. I have an LLC. I pay my taxes. I run a professional business in New Jersey. In order for me to stay in business, I need to charge what I charge. People think I upcharge. Yes, that's true. There is some upcharging going on. I have gas, tolls, maintenance on my car. My time is worth something. Okay.
Yep.
Now, so yeah, it's there. You as a wrestling promoter, okay? Say you're a wrestling promoter, you book a guy on your own. You don't need any agent. Just take the bargain, okay? You book a guy on your own, a flying guy, okay? So now that you have your flying guy come in, it's either you have to go to the airport to pick him up and schmooze him, taking time away from your day to set up your building, set up your show, go to your ticket outlets, and get all that if it's not already done. Or B, you're going to have either hire a guy to go get him, or have one of your students or someone else from the show to go and babysit the wrestler. Go pick him up, get him to the hotel, get him to the show, make sure he gets to eat. Okay? You think these guys work for free? You really think these guys? Well, I find a mark that'll do it. That'll do it for free because they're marks. But anybody that actually works or performs a service, you think they're entitled to get paid?
No, I agree with you there. Time is money.
You perform a service. Okay?
Time is money, bro. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're performing a service, time is money.
Let's look at the real world. You have a real job outside of wrestling. You have a real job.
Me, I'm retired, but yes, I did work.
Okay, just say anybody. You have a real job. Okay, you go to work to earn a paycheck. Okay. When it comes time to payday, you're expected to be paid the money that's owed to you for the hours you work or the services you provide for whatever agreement, whether you're on a salary, whether you're on a time clock, or whether, hey, I'll give you X amount of dollars for doing this work. You're entitled to some type of compensation for your work, for whatever effort and time you put in.
Right.
I feel the same way for what I do. You got to remember, I'm out of my house 15, 18 hours a day. My day sometimes starts at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't walk in until 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to the airport, going to the hotel, taking them out to lunch, running to the different, do the different appearances before the shows, going to dinner afterwards, back to the hotel. And either I'll stay in a hotel and crash for the evening, or I go home and then start the day over again.
Right.
There's a lot of work involved. Time is money.
Absolutely.
I'm entitled to be compensated fairly for what I think is fair for my time and effort, because nobody else is putting in that time and effort. And nobody else wants to run guys around. Nobody else wants to do all this extra stuff just so that I can show up on the show, show up with the talent at the show in a good, positive mood, so the talent can perform the business at hand that the promoter wants talent to do.
I agree with you 100%. I'm a total belief of time is money. Doesn't matter what you do.
But yet I get the bad reputation, or people like to take a dump on me because I conduct the wrestling business as a business, because it is a business. You know,